Hello, my crafty friends. On August 2nd, I did a video in the Altered Envelopes series where I made some, well, let me just show you one. Sorry, got to put some other things up. I made some flip books. These were actually the two that I showed in that series where you flip the envelopes and I talked about how I made them, but I didn't actually show you how I made them. And I've decorated these in different in other videos. This one I'm going to finish decorating tomorrow night, but I had a request. Well, it's the same request, but it was by more than one person to actually show you how I put those together. So I've just got out a bunch of different sizes of envelopes here, and we're going to put one together. And I did some of these out of envelopes that were different colors. These are kind of tonal, you know, they're all kind of a cream. I don't think there's any really white ones here. They're all kind of a cream color of one variation or another. And the main thing is I always start with the biggest one that I have, and then maybe put the next biggest one next to it. I've got two more sets I'm going to kind of show you, but put the next biggest one next to it. I just kind of lay them out like I think I might want to do them, and I kind of do them, you know, where I think they might overlap in an interesting way. And then I go ahead and lay out, you know, something that might be next to it. And let's see if we can get these. No, it's too big. Okay, see, this one is exactly the same width as that one. We can fold that one down and this one up, because I have two of those, and they leave a little bit of space in the middle, so that works. And then I can put this one over here, and I can put this one here. So now I have to think about, oh, one other thing I could do is have one that flips down from here. That would be interesting. Maybe I want to do that here too. Maybe I want to have one that flips. Let's do this. Have one that flips down from here. It could flip up, but I think flipping down is maybe a little more, I don't know, I just like it better today. Okay, so let me move these over a little bit so you can see kind of what I've got laid out here. Okay, now then I try to decide, okay, if I do this, how would I fold these up? Now, these are hinged together on this side of this main book. These are hinged together on this side of this main book. And these would fold up and down. This one would fold down. This one would fold down. So then I have to decide, okay, these are smaller over here than these are. So my personal preference would be to fold this one in and this one back. So it would be attached right there. And then this one maybe even attached here and go back over this far. And then here I would fold this one in and this one back. And that gives you a little bit that you can see all around. Now that's a lot of envelopes. That would become a very, very fat thing. You can do it, but it would be a very complicated fat thing. And I think I probably, if you wanted it as a standalone thing, that would be fine. But I think it might be better to do one maybe a little less complicated. So let's see if we do like maybe that. Take that one away. Maybe have this one. Let's try. Let's just stick another one of these because it's a different size. Just play with whatever you got. I've also got this small one, which we could technically put here instead of that one, but it's not cream, it's white. And for some reason today, I just feel like I want to make all these variations of cream be my book. So this is what we're going to do, which will make this one fold over like this, and this one fold back like that, and this one fold over like this, and this one fold back like this, which gives you a less complicated look, but you still have them folding over each other. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So to do this, the first thing I'm going to do is glue this one down. And I didn't in the other one, but I think it might be a good idea to put something in here to make this a little more sturdy because it's the basis for everything. You don't have to, but you can. Let's see if this will fit in there. Nope, not quite. Not quite big enough. I know what I can do. First of all, let's take this off. Okay. Let me find something real quick. Where did I put it? Okay, I'm going to pause the video a second while I try to find this. All right, sorry. It was right there. I just couldn't see it. This envelope is actually the biggest one I have, and this is paper that was made to go inside it. This is what I made the journal out of that was just envelopes that I haven't done anything with yet. But if I put that inside there and then glue this down, that makes this sturdier. So we're going to turn this one into our base. And we're going to glue it shut. Okay, so this is our basis. This is where everything's going to start from. And we're going to put these envelopes, attach them there. And so what I'm going to do is put glue on this. And when I attach it here, I want to leave a little bit of space right there. Okay, we don't want to snug it up, because if you snug it up right there, then it won't be able to fold over easy. If you put anything in it, it definitely won't fold over easy. So we're going to leave a little bit of space, and I just kind of eyeball it. Okay, so there we go. Glue this side down. And we're going to do the same thing with this one and make a flip up. Okay. And we're going to kind of eyeball that one too. The most important thing, I think, is to make both sides kind of even. Okay. So right now, this is what the back of our base looks like. And we have one that flips up and one that flips down. And now then, we want to put something. I wonder if we don't want one that's a little bit bigger now that I got. Let's see. I put up one of the bigger ones. So let's do this one. And we're going to have this one fold like this. Okay, so I'm going to do the flap on it, and we're going to leave space just like we did with the other one so that it can fold over, and maybe even a little bit more space this time because it has to fold over these other ones. Okay, that might be too much. Okay. Whoops. All right. So we'll glue that one down, and we want it to go like that. And then we want this one that one's really stiff. It's one of those with extra paper inside, so I don't think I'm going to use it. Let's see if let's do this one. Okay, if we do this one like this, it will fold out like that, but it's going to be this way. So when we open it up, we'll be opening it like this. Okay, and this might not work now that I've realized how skinny this one is. You have to try them all before you actually do anything. Test them, make sure it's going to do what you want it to do. And if I put that one against that one, it'll come back right here, so it'll fit inside, so it's okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that, but we're going to do this one first. And each time you do this, you leave that little bit of space so that it can fold over. And if it's going to fold over a whole bunch of things, then you leave even more space. Make sure you really get them glued down good. Okay, and then we're going to put this one on here. I know, because I should have used colored envelopes probably, because it's not, it's hard to see these when they're all this color, but I kind of wanted this book to all be that color. So I've got this one folds this way, this one folds this way, and this one folds out here. Okay, that's that side. And then we've got the base that folds up and down, and it just folds up like that. It's real easy. You just pull it out and then push it back. Now I need to put a little more. Well, I'll come back and glue some more in a minute. The next thing we need to do is put one on here, and we want this one down at the bottom so it can fold over like this. And then, no, let's try one of these. Oh, that's paper. I don't know what it's doing in there. Okay. We'll have that one fold back there. Okay. So we have this one, and I'm going to need to leave a little bit more space when I put this one in because it's got to fold back over the top of all of this stuff. Okay, glue that one down so it glues back right there, and then I want to glue this one right here. So we've got that. Now there are 100 different ways you can configure these to do what you want them to do. They don't have to be configured where one whole side flips and then the other one flips. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Now this luckily didn't cover up my pocket here. It went right beside it. So if I still want a pocket there, I can have it. Okay, so we've got this, but got glue on the back. Okay, so there's one, but I want to show you what I'm talking about when I said flip back and forth. See, with this one, I've got it flipping like this. Now with this one, I made both of these pockets, both of these flips from this size of envelope. So that makes it graduate down really nicely. Okay, so you can do that. And then I've got this one that does the flip over thing, but it's a little bit more simplified version. Okay, so we have this one that flips out like that, and this one that flips out like this, and these two that flip out like this. Okay, so here is the whole thing from here to here. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, get that. Now you could have more flips down here. You could have as many as you want, and you could have this go in and then this go like that, or you could have this go in and this go like this. And the truth is, after you decorate it, you can look at it and decide which way you want to do it, or you can change it up. You can make this a focal point and this a focal point, and you can fold it up one way one day, and one way a different day. You could even put this out here and then fold this up, except I didn't leave enough space for that. You see how it's flipping? It's not laying flat. That's because I didn't leave enough space to have this in there. But if I had left more space down here, I could fold it up here and then do this, or I could do this. But you have to plan in advance so that you leave enough space to do that. So there's one. Another way you can do it, and to get a head start on your decorating, is go ahead and decorate your envelopes. Okay, these are envelopes that I jelly plated on. And so you could start, well, let's find a big one to start with as our base. Okay, this one can be our base. All right, and then we could have one like this that folds down. It's too long, so you could put it on the back and then have it fold down if you want to. Or you could do it like I did that other one, where this is really the base. No, you can't do that because these are too big. So your biggest one really needs to be your base that you start from, like that one or this one. You could also make them even and then go out from there. Let me move that one out of the way. And this one, I didn't decorate the back. So if you've got all of these others that are decorated on both sides, you might not want to put that one with it. And you might not care because that would give you a blank spot to work with. But you could also work, okay, this one's on both sides. So we could add that one here. Let's scoot this a little bit this way. We could do that. And then we could have, that will barely fit. We could have that one flip. Or this one. Let's try this one because it's on both sides. We could flip this one. And I guess those are really actually the same size, aren't they? They are. So you could do this. Or you could even have that one flip and then have this one flip from it and put another one of these up here. And you could have one of these flip from it too. So, and then this one, you could have maybe something flip down from that one. Flip up from this one. So you see, you can make it as complicated as you want, but as you're putting them together, you have to remember to leave space for wherever this one is flipping, however much it flips. So this one we would do like this, and then like this. See, that one won't work if we do it that way. So you have to think about that. But we could do with this one where it flips like that. And this one, even though it's bigger, it could still flip back over like this. Okay, let's try that just for kicks. See, we have this one that's bigger, but it's okay. Or you could even move it up like this if you want to. It doesn't even have to touch the whole thing. There are kind of infinite ways you can do this. So this one we would flip like this, and this one would flip back like this, and this one would flip up like that, and then this one would flip over here, and this one would flip like that, or you could even make it flip down like this if you want to. So you can take envelopes, and any way you can connect them together, as long as you need to leave enough space in here for them to fold over what you've got them folding over, and don't just snug it up real snug. Now, if it's only one, you could snug it up pretty snug, but by the time you put something in here and something in here, it wouldn't fold over as well. So leave a little space. You can kind of turn it into anything you want. So there's an idea for one. I don't want to use these that way, but it's something you could do if you don't want to go to the trouble of adding scrapbook paper and stuff later. Another one that I think would be fun would be to make a micro one, which would be like making this your base. And I think we'll go ahead and play with this just to see. We've got all these different sizes of envelopes. The only problem with these envelopes is they all connect at the top. So you have to connect them all either like this or like this. So they all have to be going up and down, or they have to be small enough to flip over like this one. It's still a little bit smaller, isn't it? Anyway, that's the one negative to these. But if you don't mind them, you know, being I'm trying to think of, I had one, just I played with it and it worked okay, and now I'm trying to remember how I did it. See, and then you could have another one come down from up here. Now this one wouldn't be it wouldn't be, you know, all envelope shaped. It would be kind of a L shaped, but you could have that one flip up, and then this one flip down, this one flip over, and that one flip out from it. And you could make one like that. Or you could do it even more simply and just have this one flip up, and this one flip down, and this one flip down from that one, and maybe this little one here flip up from it, or flip up in here even. So you would have this one flip here, this one flip here, This one flip here and this one flip here. I think that's the way we're going to build this one, just so you can see what I'm talking about with a micro one. a micro flip book. Okay, so let's figure this out. This one and this one. Let's do this one to this one first, because let's close this down. That's our base. I should have put something inside it, but I didn't think about it. Okay. And this one's going to flip up. We need to leave just a little bit of space. Okay. And then we're going to have this one flip down. We need to leave just a little bit of space when we do it too. Okay, I didn't do a very good job of putting glue on that one. All right, so we've got this one to flip down, and we want this one to flip up from it. And just like the big envelopes, you just leave a little bit of space. And then we can have this one flip down here. Okay, I'm going to need one more because I did something different. I did something different. Okay, I'm going to make this one. It has a longer thing, so I'm going to make it flip from the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, but this one's, I'm going to have to shut it here too. So, okay. We want to leave a little more space here because this one has to flip over those other ones. All right. And then we're going to have another one flip down from here. Okay, so in this one we can flip up here and flip down here, and then we can flip down here and flip up here. Okay, so we've got one that's hanging off the back, and then we've got two each direction here. So we can go like that and like this, and then flip this one up. Or you can flip this one inside and flip that one down. Just whichever you think will work better. And if you wanted to, you could stick another one on here to flip on top of that, but we're not going to. So here we have a little micro flip book. And we could do it like this. We could put that one inside and this one on the outside and then that one up. Or we could put this one on the inside and then flick that one up, then flick this whole thing down. Just whatever works out better for you. And we will decorate both of these in September when we're working on finishing up these projects. I'm going to have a lot of flip books by the time we get through with this project. Oh, but they're fun. They're a lot of fun. So anyway, if you've got some of these button envelopes, you could use coin envelopes if you have different sizes of coin envelopes. I just don't have any of those. And then, you know, you can work with these. Just whatever you have. And if you don't have envelopes that that are a size you like, you can cut them and add a piece of an envelope. That's fine. You can open some of these from the top and make them pockets from the top. You can open them from this side and make them pockets from here, or you can fix them where these are pockets from inside here. You can do it however you want. This is just the basics of how to actually put them together, and then the possibilities are really pretty much endless. So have fun, and I hope that helps those of you who are struggling with trying to figure out my explanation, because I evidently didn't do a very good job with it. God bless you. Love you all. Bye-bye.